India and Russia on Saturday announced plans to set up a joint venture to build helicopters in India, which will also buy surface-to-air missile systems from its former Cold War ally, as the two tighten the military relationship. The pacts were signed after summit talks between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in India's western resort state of Goa, where leaders from the BRICS group of emerging nations are meeting. Indian military officials have said the plan is for the joint venture to build at least 200 Camel helicopters required by the country's defense forces, and is part of Modi's drive to build a defense industrial base in the South Asian nation. The S-400 surface-to-air missiles are meant to strengthen India's defenses along its borders with China and Pakistan, Indian military officials have said. Other heads of the BRICS club of leading emerging nations, Brazil, China and South Africa, were also gathering for this weekend's summit that is expected to focus on trade and counter-terrorism. Putin is seeking to seal deals with India in an attempt to help revive Russia's recession-hit economy, following sliding oil prices and Western sanctions over the Ukraine crisis. Among the agreements expected are Moscow's delivery of its most advanced anti-aircraft defense system to India, a deal that has been in the pipeline for several years. India, the world's top defense importer, is undergoing a $100 billion upgrade of its Soviet-era military hardware, as it looks to protect its borders from arch rival Pakistan and an increasingly assertive China. Modi and Putin will also focus on strengthening energy ties to meet India's growing thirst for fuel and electricity for its fast-growing economy. Russia's biggest oil company Rosneft is expected to acquire India's SA Oil in a multi-billion-dollar deal, according to local media reports, quoting officials involved in the agreement. The menu is vast. Quote, India's ambassador to Russia, Pankaj Saran, said at a briefing on the talks, without detailing the deals to be signed. It is more than a relationship. It is a partnership, and very justifiably it has been described by the two leaders as both special and privileged, as well as of course strategic, he said. It is very deep and very intense, and it is poised to grow even further. Saran said he also expected them to discuss India's tensions with neighbor Pakistan, which spiked after last month's attack on the Uri army base that killed 19 soldiers. Modi has sought to isolate Pakistan internationally since the attack that India blamed on Pakistan-based militants. Subsequently, India claimed to have conducted surgical strikes against militants over the border in Pakistan. All such claims were rubbished by civil and military leadership in Pakistan. We have conveyed our views to the Russian side. We are confident that Russia will reflect upon our concerns, Saran said. But Putin is seen as unlikely to weigh into the dispute between the rivals, as Moscow also eyes closer defense ties with Islamabad. Russia and Pakistan carried out the first joint military exercise last month,